Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's going down? What's popping, everybody? It's your dog. Tidy checking in with a post game show after week one. The Atlanta Falcons fall to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I really hate to start off the season with a loss. It does something to me. Puts me in a bad mood. I really hate to come on here after a loss. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't expect to come on and do the post game with us losing. I expected to be in a more festive mood. I expected to do a little bragging because me, just like all of you, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, you know, um, prestigious franchise, historical franchise. So, we all know Steelers fans, just like we all know Cowboys fans, or we all know New York Yankees fans, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I thought I would have a more braggadocious tone and demeanor coming to do the show this evening because I felt like we would win. So to come on here after loss is really not what I expected. It's really not what I anticipated. Don't like it one bit starting off the new year on the wrong foot. But we're going to discuss it. We're going to dissect it. We're going to talk about it. As everybody comes in, do your dog a favor if you don't mind. Make sure that you do hit that like button for your dog. Make sure to also share the content as well if you don't mind. I definitely appreciate it. That's one of the biggest ways that you can support the channel is hitting that like button and help us pop in the algorithm. But man, lost this game to the Steelers, man. 10-18. There's so much to attack and so much to talk about. So let's just jump right into it and discuss it, man. First, let's do stats first. Let's do stats first. Total yards. The Atlanta Falcons had 226 total yards. Pittsburgh Steelers had 207 total yards. Passing yards, the Atlanta Falcons only had 137 total passing yards on a nice September day in a climate-controlled dome. We only put up 137 passing yards. Pittsburgh didn't do that much better. They got 133 passing yards. But I will say that their quarterback makes nowhere near the amount of money that ours does. So, but let's keep going. Rushing yards, the Atlanta Falcons had 89 rushing yards, average 4.5 yards rushing per play, or yards per play, excuse me. Pittsburgh had 137 rushing yards with an average of 4 yards per play. Y'all, pardon me, I'm probably going to be coughing throughout the show. Like I said last night, I'm still trying to get over this bronchitis, so be a little patient with me. First downs. Atlanta had 15 first downs. Pittsburgh had 16 first downs. Third down efficiency, which really, really bit us in the you-know-what earlier today. We only converted 2 out of 9 third downs. Pittsburgh was essentially about 50%. They converted 8 out of 17 third down. If there was really a calling card today, the calling card was that Atlanta could not get off the field on third down. Pittsburgh constantly and consistently converted on third down. As you can tell by the numbers, 8 for 17. If you're a coach, you're going to take that any day of the week. Fourth down conversion, we were 1 for 1 on fourth down. They were 0 for 1 on fourth down. That was their 0 for 1 was that play that Nate Lamon, pretty much jumped up a pile and caused a lot of confusion in their offensive backfield and that stalled their attempt. Total plays, they had 66 total plays. We only had 50 total plays. Sacks allowed. Atlanta allowed 2 sacks today, contrary to what it seems like. It seems like we might have gave up 10 sacks today, but we only allowed 2 sacks today. Pittsburgh also allowed 2 sacks today. Same. We punted 4 times. They punted 3 times. Penalties, we only had 5 penalties for 34 yards. They had 9 penalties for 60 yards. We lost a fumble. They did not lose a fumble. We threw 2 interceptions. They did not throw an interception. They easily dominated the time of possession. 24 minutes for the Falcons to 35 minutes to the Steelers. So this was definitely a game that Pittsburgh did control. Again, I did not anticipate us losing this game, man. So I'm definitely not appeased or happy how we played. Let's start off with some of the obvious. Pittsburgh did a real good job bringing their pressure. They did a real good job putting a lot of pressure on Kirk Cousins today. So definitely got to start off and give them their credit for that. They were constantly in Kirk Cousins' face, and due to that, he made a lot of bad decisions with the football, trying to avoid that pressure. Turnovers, trying to avoid the pressure. 2 turnovers really should have been. 2 interceptions really should have been at least 3 interceptions. To be totally honest with you, Kirk looked a lot. He looked a lot like Desmond Ridder today. I never thought I would say that, but Kirk Cousins looked a lot like Desmond Ridder today. Everybody is saying, I should say everybody, but as I've been on like Twitter and what's the other one called, Facebook, I'm seeing a significant amount of fans saying how bad that Caleb McGarry played in the game, and how terrible he was. And I'm not here to be his bodyguard or be his security, but I will say this: he's matched up against T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt, I think this is T.J.'s 7th season. I think T.J. Watt has already led the NFL in sacks 3 separate occasions or 3 separate seasons. Again, I'm not trying to be Caleb's bodyguard. He don't pay Caleb McGarry. Don't give me not a dime to come on here. Hey man, if they say anything bad about me, I need you to say something good about me, and I'll shoot you a little chain. No, hey, no kind of agreement like that. But again, you're talking about Watt, T.J. Watt, who has led the league in sacks in 3 different seasons. Now, I think that might be a record. I think they said today. Last year, the man had 19 sacks. He had damn near half our entire sack total as a team. One player, he had 19 sacks. 2021, the man had 23 sacks. 2020, he had 15 sacks. 2019, he had 15 sacks. 2018, he had 13 sacks. The point I'm trying to make here, T.J. Watt does what he did to Caleb McGarry today. He does that to essentially 95% of the tackles that he plays against. So that's really nothing out of the ordinary. Am I surprised that T.J. Watt was getting the best of McGarry for the vast majority of the game? No, and you shouldn't be either. That was T.J. Watt. I mean, what did you expect? Or what could we expect? We ain't talking about no bum here. You talking about arguably the best defensive player in the NFL. You talking about arguably one of the best pass rushers the game has ever seen in the prime of his career. So nobody should be shocked about this, at all. This man has numerous All-Pro selections, Defensive Player of the Year. So T.J. Watt does that to everybody. Do I think Caleb McGarry played great? No. Do I think he played good? No. But at the same time, I'm not gonna jump off the cliff and just say, "Well, that was the worst right tackle player I've ever seen in my life from McGarry." T.J. Watt. You knew T.J. was gonna have that type of game before the game started. So, that is that. So I'm starting. That is that. Was it to the point where we should have played as bad as we did on offense? No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. There were times that Kirk Cousins had ample enough time to set his feet and make better decisions with the football. T.J. Watt didn't play that damn great, where we only have 137 passing yards. He wasn't that good. He wasn't that good. Same with let's go to AJ Terrell because I saw his name a lot on social media too. And I said this just last night. Anybody who watched last night, I said, look, the narrative is going to be different for AJ Terrell now because he make elite quarterback money. So now when you sign that contract, people are going to have a different expectation of what you should do and how you should play because you're making elite quarterback money. So no longer can you rely under the cover of he's on a rookie contract. He ain't making that much money. No, when you making $20 million plus per season, people expectations of your play will be significantly different because of the paycheck that you now are commanding or taking home. Now, with that said, do I think AJ Terrell played a good game? No. Do I think AJ Terrell played a great game? No. Do I think there were times where the receiver got the best of AJ Terrell? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, on one of those plays, because I'm seeing everybody say, hey man, AJ Terrell got burnt all game long. Okay, let's put this in perspective. One of those plays were called back for offensive pass interference, so that don't count. The other play, I think, was about a 45 yard gain. Y'all help me out on that. My number may be off a little bit. Where George Pickens just beat him. George Pickens won the play. Justin Fields made a great throw. The receiver made an even better catch. So it was about a 40 to 45 yard gain. Was it a touchdown? No, they didn't score a touchdown on it. Pickens finished with 85 yards receiving, no touchdowns. Half of that came on one play. Including that play, I think AJ might have gave up, and I'm trying to be accurate with this, so y'all help me out. I think he might have gave up 4 receptions, including that one. So did AJ play that bad where we can say, oh man, we lost because of AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell, give us our money back. No. Can AJ play better? He damn near better. But it wasn't that bad where he should have this big enough narrative that I'm seeing like on Facebook from him and also on Twitter. Our defense didn't even give up a touchdown today. I can see if he gave up, like that one game when we played against the Saints when people was like, man, AJ Terrell gave up 2 touchdowns to Michael Thomas. All right, that's 14 points on the board. There were no points put on the board outside of maybe a field goal. And also, am I going to jump out the window on AJ Terrell? Nah, I'm not. Just like I'm not going to jump out the window on Caleb McGarry. I'm not. Hell, man, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. Like what Pickens did today, don't surprise me, man. Pickens was doing that in college. Against great corners in college. Pickens got to the NFL and he started doing that against some of the better corners in the league. Pickens, no pun intended here, but Pickens is a dog. Pickens ain't no little chump who you don't know that. Pickens a dog. Pickens done did that to plenty of people. So I'm not gonna jump out the building on AJ Terrell. Not gonna do it. Let's jump in the comments real quick, and then we're gonna come back. And the thing about this, man, if I wasn't feeling under the weather, I would bang on the Falcons. I really would, y'all. I would bang on them. Because that's how I'm feeling today. I would really bang on them, but I don't have the energy to go in on them like I want to. I would bang on them, man. I'm talking about, a bunch of cussing and everything, but I don't have the energy today. I'm trying to get over this bronchitis, and I don't have the energy in me. But boy, if I was healthy, y'all would get a show. If I was healthy, boy, y'all would get a straight up show. Y'all would get a hell of a show today if I was healthy. Shout out to my dog Abel, man. Appreciate you coming through with the $9.99 super chat, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate you, always supporting the show and showing us love, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says 3 turnovers, same story, different year. Defense kept them away from the end zone. If only the offense can get in gear. Yeah, and you're right. You said it perfectly, Abel. Same story, different year. It's like we just had a continuation of the 2023 season, ran it to 2024. The defense playing good enough to win, and the offense out there making us, pull all our hair out. Sit here on Sunday doing all this cussing, watching the game. Like, offense couldn't do nothing, man. Couldn't do nothing. Say, like, it was 3 turnovers. Make no mistake about it. The defense played well enough to win this game. Make no mistake about it. And I really thought, bro. I really thought we had solved this offensive conundrum that we have been in for the last few years. I thought we was going to be a potent offense this year. But I'm so disappointed on how we played offensively today. It's hard for me to express it how I really feel. I'm so disappointed, man. From Kirk Cousins looking like Desmond Ritter, from Kirk Cousins looking like Desmond Ritter to just trash play calling. And the narrative that I've heard about Arthur Smith, he's the worst play caller in the NFL, he's the worst play caller in history. Without Arthur Smith no longer on the team, we're going to start back winning games. Y'all know me. I'm not going to BS you, bro. I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to BS you. Arthur Smith called a pretty good game today. Arthur Smith had today where he could never really get in Atlanta outside of 1 year. Arthur Smith had today where he never could really get in Atlanta outside of 1 year, his rookie year as a coach, his first year. That is somewhat competent quarterback play. Now, was Justin Fields a world beater out there today? No. Was Justin Fields great out there today? No. Am I going to pick up the phone and call my homeboy and say, boy, you saw Fields out there? Boy, Fields was cooking winning dog. No. But he was competent. He was competent. So Arthur Smith had competent quarterback play, and it enabled him to call a good game. I don't think Fields had, I should say I don't think, nobody scored. So Justin Fields didn't have no touchdowns, but he didn't have any turnovers either. That's very important. He didn't have no touchdowns, but he didn't have any turnovers either. I think he had about 156 passing yards, maybe about 40-something rushing yards. So Justin Fields was a good game manager today. Now, should you be able to beat an NFL team, and I'm going to give Fields credit for his rushing and his passing because that's part of his repertoire. So I'm going to give Fields credit for his rushing and his passing because it's part of his repertoire. But should your NFL team, now bump that. Let me be straight up with y'all. Should our NFL team, the Falcons, should we be able to beat a team whose starting quarterback played the entire game and he barely has over 200 total yards in 4 quarters of play and no touchdowns? Should we be able to win that game, y'all? Damn right we should be able to win that game. Damn right we should be able to win that game. You break it down, you break it down into smaller proportions. The quarterback is only giving the opposing team about 50 yards per quarter with no points, no touchdowns. So should you be able to beat a team whose quarterback is giving you 50 yards per quarter with no touchdown? Yeah. And that's no indictment on Justin. Justin is who Justin is. But we let that kind of play beat us. It ain't like I hate to give these bombs any credit, but it ain't like the day when you had what's that little short dude's name? When you had prime Drew Brees coming to the Georgia Dome. I'm talking about prime Brees, and Brees was gonna probably complete 38 out of 48 passes for like 450 yards, 3 or 4 touchdowns. Okay, now you look at quarterback play like that, a production like that, you're like, yeah, it's hard to beat that, bro. This man putting up 30 points a game, 30 plus points a game. It's hard to beat that. But you mean to tell me we what happened? What offensively? What happened? What happened? Shout out to my dog Dave with the super chat. Appreciate it, Dave. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love very, very much, man. Thanks a lot, Dave. But what happened? Offense, what happened? Kirk Cousins, what happened? I'm talking about, man, I was so positive that we finna come out here and ball, y'all. Y'all just don't know it. Man, look, I was positive, like, man, the Falcons finna ball today. Falcons finna get to it. You know, all y'all, you know, everybody who been questioning, criticizing Kirk Cousins, he about to come out here and put on a show for y'all. He about to throw about 300 plus yards, 3 touchdowns on y'all. What happened? And speaking of Arthur Smith, let's go back to Arthur Smith. You know, congratulations, Arthur Smith, on coming back to Atlanta, winning. Arthur Smith did something today that he rarely did in 3 years coaching Atlanta. He won in Atlanta. Now, Zach Robinson, brother. Zach Robinson. What was Zach Robinson doing today? I was watching this game. I was getting so frustrated with Zach Robinson, y'all. I was getting frustrated, man. I'm sitting here cussing. I'm pissed off, man. For numerous reasons. I've been posted about some of it in our Facebook group. What was Zach Robinson's infatuation with all these screen calls, all this lateral movement of the ball, throwing the ball, bunch of screens and just a bunch of lateral passes? Zach Robinson, I get it, man. Pittsburgh was bringing a lot of heat at times. I understand it, bro. So I'm guessing in your mind, you're figuring, well, I need to get the ball off quick. The screens weren't working though, dog. Put Kirk in the gun, which he was essentially all game. Run some shorter routes down the field, man. The screen game wasn't working. You knew by the second quarter, man, like the screen game ain't working. They ready for this, and you still trying to be productive with a screen game, bro. This is not Division II college football. Say Division I college football, where you're just gonna run screen plays all game long. Bro, you playing the Steelers, dog. You playing the Steelers, bro. This ain't the Cardinals. This ain't Kirk Cousins' old team, the Vikings. You playing a team that has pretty much introduced the NFL, or man, I shouldn't say introduced, has pioneered elite defensive play for decades, dog. They've been playing great defense as long as I've been on this earth. And I'm an old motherfucker now. You think you really gonna screen game Pittsburgh to death? This ain't Carolina, cuz. This ain't the Panthers. This ain't the Bucks. This ain't the Baghead Aints. This ain't the Cowgirls. This the Pittsburgh Steelers, dog. Bro, they invented great defense, cuz. You think you gonna screen, that screen pass all game? Throw Bijan a bunch of screen pass. Dog, this ain't Madden, dog. You just ain't gonna throw screen past it and you hit the controller and do a spin and Bijan just gonna measure the spin off these people. No, it's not gonna work like that, man. You gotta call a productive game plan on offense, which I did not see today. I did not see us attack down the field. Now, I'm not blaming this totally on this, Zach. I'm not blaming all this on you, but you probably had a little bit to do with it. Y'all went out there, you bought us $100 million quarterback guaranteed. You know what I mean? And y'all refused to throw the ball down the field. You refused to challenge the defense. Screen pass. I don't know what did Zach, did it get to a point where you lost confidence in Kirk Cousins now? Now, Zach, if you lost confidence in Kirk Cousins by the start of the third quarter, I could somewhat understand that. If you just say, hey man, Kurt ain't got it today, bro. He out here playing scared. So if you lost confidence in your quarterback, I can somewhat understand it. But if that's not the case, man, I don't know who you thought you was fooling with all these screen passes. And another thing, I'm gonna blame this on you too, Zach Robinson, because I feel like this was your call. I'm gonna blame this on you too, Zach Robinson, because I feel like this was your call. Now, I'm probably gonna get on Raheem a little later. I'm gonna season him and marinate on him, but Zach, I'm on you now. I'm on you, Zach. I can understand these last 2 years when Arthur Smith had this certain type of dedication to Bijan Robinson, right? Because they drafted him at 8th in the draft. So a lot of Arthur Smith being dedicated to feeding Bijan a lot was just to prove to his critics and to his naysayers, and also a little bit to himself, like this was a great move to make. I got an offensive weapon that don't nobody else got in the league, but maybe Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. But it got to a point today where Bijan wasn't working, running the ball. It was clear. It was clear as Atlanta weather in July, with no rain in the forecast, that Bijan didn't have it running the ball. But y'all was just adamant you're going to force feed him. Zach Robinson, is Bijan your fantasy running back, bro? Be honest with me now. Is that your fantasy running back? Now if you drafted Bijan first in fantasy, that's your fantasy running back in your fantasy football league. I can't say nothing about that. But you just kept force-feeding Bijan. Now look, I love me some Bijan Robinson, and I spoke about this before too. But one thing about Bijan Robinson, there's gonna be some games that Bijan gonna come out there. He looked like he just coasted. Today was one of them games where it looked like Bijan was like, you know what? These SOBs hitting harder than the MF. And bro, I'm gonna have to coast on this one a little bit because they hitting and it hurt. Bijan just didn't look like he had a lot of dog in him today. Like he was just coasting a lot of the game. Bijan is never going to be confused as like a one cut down here run, get in the hole. Bijan got that. He got that. Got that dance to him. But even his dancing today seemed like it was a step slower. Seemed like, and Bijan has impeccable vision, but it seemed like his vision was a little impaired. It just seemed like he was coasting today. I say that to say this. Why does this coaching staff feel like you have the last two coaching staffs, because Archie Smith's coaching staff too. But why does the coaching staff feel like you gotta force feed Bijan? If he ain't got it, he ain't got it. If he ain't got it, he ain't got it. Go to somebody else. That's why it's a football team. It's almost like Zach Robinson was like, man, if you get a ball to Tyler Algier, we're gonna dock your pay, bro. If you let Tyler Algier run the ball, we're gonna dock your pay. They just, and it was obvious, like running the ball. I get it in the pass game. You want to keep him in there for his versatility in the pass game. Okay, cool. But he didn't have it running the ball today. He didn't have it at all running the ball. and what was really pissing me off, we gave the ball to Algier like one time. He had only one carry for the longest time in the game. He only had one carry. And one carry, he had like 13 yards. He got in there, hit the hole, and dropped the shoulder, and he got the hell on. And I'm not saying nothing bad about Bijan, but it wasn't no dancing. It's like sometimes we'll talk about boxing. You know the old cliche, styles make fights? Stylistically, this probably wasn't a great fight for Bijan. Stylistically, this probably was a better fight for Tyler. Tyler's a bruiser. Bijan ain't a bruiser. You played the Steelers, bro. Them some big grown ass men out there, dog. Them dudes probably eat bricks when they go home. So this stylistically, this could have been a better fight for Tyler, or at least give him the opportunity. It's almost like y'all, the people who coach our team, they be like, I'm like, you don't want Tyler to outshine Bijan because it makes the franchise look bad. Look, I love me some Bijan, but Bijan, he ain't got that kind of rank here yet. Bijan Robinson, 18 carries, 68 yards. 3.8 yards per carry. Tyler Algier, 3 carries, 21 yards, 7 yards a carry. So you mean to tell me we couldn't find a way to maybe take 3 carries away from Bijan and give Tyler 3 more? Just adamant that they're going to just force feed Bijan, and it wasn't there. It wasn't working. Go back and watch the game. It was one of them games where Bijan was just out there coasting. I'm not saying that he played bad, but he was just coasting, man. See, one thing about Bijan, and I hope nobody don't take this the wrong way. I'll tell y'all something about Bijan. I'll tell y'all something about football, too. if you're not aware. Football is I say this often, but football is a barbaric sport played by barbarians. Barbaric sport. It's a lot be going on in them piles, and a lot of stuff the cameras, the mic on the cameras don't pick up, in between plays or when people get tapped and stuff like that. Every football team, especially in the NFL, even in college, you need a lot of barbarians on your team. See, Bijan is a nice guy. Bijan is the guy. Bijan is the guy in high school. When he knocked on your door, let me tell y'all who Bijan is. You can take it this how you want to, but this is who Bijan is. In high school, when Bijan knocked on that door to take his prom date, to pick up and go to the prom, Bijan is the guy that when he met his date's father, the father said, "Hey, sir, young man, you make sure you have my daughter back here in this house by 11 p.m. sharp." Bijan is the type of guy that made sure that he had to be there by 11, but Bijan is the type of guy that made sure that she was there by 9:45. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Great young man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the sport of football, bro, you need some You need some players that when they get tackled, I'm gonna use running back for example. When they get tackled, y'all pardon my I'm about to pardon my French. You know, any young viewers or if you're watching this, you got it turned up loud, and you got your kids around, you might want to hit mute for a moment. But sometimes you need some guys when you tackle them, they jump up in your face and say, "Bitch, fuck you. You can't fuck with me." That's not Bijan. Bijan ain't that ain't him. He gonna have his prom date home by 9:30. He ain't an asshole by nature. Today was a game for everybody who was an asshole by nature. Now I gotta give some props to our defense because I seen some asshole by nature today from the defense. I seen some asshole by nature. I seen Jesse Bates when I think with Najee Harris when they brought Najee Harris down and Jesse Bates came, he took his helmet off. He was like, "Bitch, fuck you." Y'all remember that play? And Najee got mad and jumped in Jesse Bates' face. That's an asshole by nature play. Yeah, he took his helmet like, "Man, fuck you in his helmet, dude. Fuck you. What you gonna do?" That's an asshole by nature play. I seen another instance from the defense when Grady and I think it was Goldman, they had a little scrimmage going on with them offensive linemen on Pittsburgh. One of the linemen went down and Grady kind of gave him a late hit that he got away with. On some man, fuck you ain't shit. And dude jumped up in Grady's face, and I think it was Eddie Goldman. He came back and he pushed through like, "Bro, you about to back up all Grady, cause it ain't going down like that." No, you about to back up all Grady, bro. I think that was Goldman. Asshole by nature. Football isn't a nice guy sport. Yeah, they try to package it to you. NFL try to package it to you as a gentleman's sport. No, it's a barbarian sport played by barbarians. You need some barbarians out there who don't mind doing the dirty work. My point is, I felt like it would have been conducive to us to get the more physical running back more involved in the offense today. Just based off the physicality of how the game was played from their defense. You know, their defense, the defense wasn't playing no games with us, man. They came out there to play football. And what we was doing offensively just wasn't working. So match physicality with some physicality. Don't keep trying to force feed Bijan. That Bijan may next week may be stylistically better for Bijan. 3 weeks from now may be stylistically better from Bijan. Don't get it twisted. Bijan is definitely the more talented of the two running backs. Don't get it mistaken. Don't let what I'm saying misconstrue anything. He is definitely more talented than Tyler Algier. But styles make fights. And there was nothing about Bijan's performance today running the ball that indicated Algier should only got 3 carries. Nothing. That's not even a carry per quarter. Nothing. So when you going against these AFC teams who love to play this hard-nosed and tough defense, you know, the Baltimores of the world, Pittsburghs of the world, bro, you better be ready to match that physicality, bro, because I'm going to be honest, they already don't respect us. They already feel like they can bully us when they want to. You know, they already feel like, man, we playing real football, whether, man, y'all playing, you know what I'm saying, y'all playing this down. Y'all spoiled. We got rings, y'all ain't got no ring. Styles makes fights. So I didn't like that from Zach Robinson at all. I didn't understand it. It felt like Arthur Smith again. Well, Arthur Smith works being Bijan again. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Bands. That boy Kirk got him 4 years, 180 million, 100 mil guaranteed. Got that bag. Came out there looking like Desmond Ritter today. What was this? This was definitely let me go back to the stats. This was definitely a Desmond Ritter stat line. Kirk Cousins 16 for 26, only 155 yards. Oh my God. How many? What's that yard per play? What's that, about 6 point something yards per play? 6.4? Let's see, 155 divided by 26. Oh my God, 5.9 yards per attempt? Bruh. Woo! Well, that's some high school production there. 155 yards. Of course, he ain't got no, Kirk ain't finna give you no rushing yards. That just ain't who he is. One touchdown to Kyle Pitts. Shout out to Kyle getting his touchdown early. But 2 interceptions. Should have been 3 interceptions. Kirk Cousins looked terrible today, man. He looked terrible. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this early in the year. While I get on Kirk Cousins looking like Ritter, I'm gonna tell y'all this early. If Kirk Cousins don't start playing way better very soon, because I think who we got, Eagles and the Chiefs. But anyway, if Kirk don't start playing better very soon and we start winning games, y'all finna get mad at me. Y'all can throw the tomatoes, but I'm not here to BS you. Terry Fontenot will be fired. I promise you that. You could take that to the bank, deposit it. Those are certified funds that I'm telling you right there. Terry Fontenot will be fired. That's a fact. A lot of his legacy in Atlanta at this point is riding on Kirk Cousins. You let Kirk continue to play bad like he played today, and we keep losing, Terry Fontenot may not make it to the end of the year. That's a fact. That is a fact. Because don't forget, Rich McKay is still in the building. They can afford to fire a general manager midpoint in the season. You know how Blank do. Blank will just bring McKay back up. He got him in soccer now, but here, bro. Okay, well, Terry Fontenot out of here, so come on back, Rich. You're not, Fontenot. You don't have a winning season on your resume in Atlanta. Big dog. Let me house you, big dog. You don't have the cachet to give 36-year-old Kirk Cousins the type of contract he got coming off an injury if you wasn't sure that this guy could still be very productive in this league. So if Kirk has really fell off the mountain and if the Falcons just start being the Falcons that we've known them to be the last 5 or 6 years and just start losing, Terry Fontenot not going to survive the entire season. He's not. He ain't going to survive it. He will be fired. I'm pretty positive. Well, I mean, as long as we ain't starting off like 0-7, 0-8 now. I'm pretty sure that Raheem Morris will survive his first year. He can be afforded a losing season. But Mr. Fontenot, bro, you gotta start winning, bro. You done had all that money the offseason to assemble a team that's supposed to win. You done had nothing but great draft picks, Terry, since you've been here. Top 8 picks, 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 top 8 picks. In your first pick at number 4 today, he did have 1 touchdown, but he had on like 26 yards. How many yards did Kyle Pitts have, man? Like 26, 27? How many yards did Kyle have? 26 yards, 3 catches. That's a typical Kyle Pitts game. And see, I didn't mean to really get on Terry, but when y'all lose like this, y'all know me. Anybody can get it, bro. Anybody can get it. When you come out here, and you lose like you lost. You lost to a field goal kicker. You lost to a team that did not score not one touchdown, and you at home, week 1. Your roster is as healthy. Can y'all hear me? Am I still on? I don't know what just happened. Can y'all still see me? I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know if I kicked something and messed it up. Can y'all still hear me? Am I good? Can y'all still hear me? Okay, y'all sound back. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened on that one, bro. I'm glad y'all still here. Golly. I done lost my train of thought. I was just sitting here and all of a sudden my laptop went blank. I don't know, man. I think since that, y'all know I told you I did that software update the other time, last night or whatever. This computer been acting funny. Can y'all still hear the background music? Is the background music still playing? Is the background? Because I don't hear it anymore. What's up, Nando? So McGarry was at the West End MARTA station at today's game. Morton need to start. I don't know what that was. It got me all off my beat and everything, man. Can y'all still hear that background music? All right. Anyway, hopefully it okay. Music back. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Will I else see it? Okay, good. My fault. What happened? Appreciate it. But yeah, we were talking about Kirk Cousins, man. Awesome. Y'all help me out. Go ahead. I'm looking at the chat. I was rambling for the longest, but I'm looking at the chat now. I'm about to give y'all some names. Yes, well, out there, will I? Let me read the bell for that one. Oh, Will said, you dropped like the Falcons did today. Oh boy, you got me laughing over here with that one. That was a good one, bro. I needed that laugh. I needed to smile. All right, I'm about to ask y'all. So I'm looking at the chat. I'm about to name some players, and I need y'all to help me out in the chat. I need y'all to tell me if they played today. And if they played, I'm gonna follow up and ask y'all how significant were they affecting the outcome of the game. So just to reiterate, I'm gonna say a name, and I need y'all to tell me if they played today. And if they did play, we're gonna see how significant they were impacting the outcome of the game. Okay. All right, so let's go. Casey Washington. Did Casey play today? I'm looking at the chat. I need y'all to help me out. Did Casey Washington play today? I might need to turn the screen down a little bit too. Art says no. Casey Washington did not play today. What's up, Miller Mills? Miller says no, he didn't play today. Okay, so Casey Washington did not play today. Okay, cool. What's up, Don? What's up, Brian Cornelius? They all say no, he did not play. What's up, John? Shout out to the eye test. Y'all make sure to check out the eye test here on YouTube also. I'm sure they're going to be fireworks on their show Wednesday at 10 p.m. So you definitely don't want to miss that one. John says Zach Robinson needs his ass beat. You ran only one damn formation off. You talking about that pistol, huh? What's up, Pelicans? Know you? Sounds like trouble in 8. Hey, bro. They lose Monday night. I saw y'all won today, though. I saw y'all beat up on the Kitty Cats. All right, so let's get back to it. So Casey Washington did not play. All right, next name for y'all. I'm not sure this guy is still even on the team, but I'm sure y'all gonna tell me. Zion Logue, the guy from Georgia. Is he still on the team? Did he play today? Zion Logue. I hope I said his last name right. Did he play today? Zion Logue. Oh, King Rich said he was inactive. Okay, that makes sense. Why I said. Is Zion Logue even still on the team? What's up, Coach? Coach said no, he didn't play. Or I said no, I don't think he played. King Rich said he on the practice team. What's up, Clayton? Clayton said he on the practice team. Okay, so he on the practice team. Brian said it too. Winston, what's going on, Winston? What's up, brother? I mean, y'all make sure to check out John and Winston on the eye test Wednesday at 10 p.m. I think I'm going to pull up on that one myself. Okay, so let's go to the next player. J.D. Bertrand, the guy we got from Notre Dame. Did he play today? J.D. Did J.D. play today, y'all? J.D. Bertrand. Did he play? The linebacker who had a good preseason, actually. He looked good in the preseason, I will say that. Art says no, he didn't play. Brian Cornelius says no, he didn't play. Miller says no, he didn't play. What's up, Greg? Greg said no, he didn't play. John said no, he didn't play. Okay, he didn't play. Brandon Dorless. Okay. All right. So y'all pretty much saying cut to the chase. Shout out to King Richard. King Richard said all of our rookies were inactive. I'm going somewhere with that. Coach said no rookies did. I'm going somewhere with that. So my point is saying that right now I'm on Terry Fontenot right now. Because like I said, when you lose like you lost today, anybody can get it. Ain't got no biases, no favoritism to nobody. Anybody in Flowery Branch can get it when y'all lose like y'all lost today. I don't care who you are. Terry, Zach Robinson, Raheem, Bijan, they all can get it. No biases. Root was in street clothes. I saw when the Falcons posted that on their Twitter today. I'm like, dog, what is he doing in street clothes? Why is he inactive? My point I'm trying to make here, y'all, and I appreciate y'all helping me out here. 3 consecutive 7-10 seasons under Terry Fontenot. And I'm not trying to pick on Fontenot, but God damn it, we lost today. So everybody fair game. 3 consecutive 7-10 seasons. Now, if we were Kansas City, let me preface this by saying this. If we was Kansas City coming off a Super Bowl win and all our season, we'd have had our nose in the air. Hey, we the Super Bowl champ. Y'all can't fuck with us. That's cool. That's cool if they rookies don't play. Hell, one of their rookies, one of their most important players, Xavier Worthy. That man had 2 touchdowns the other night. They rookie. But you mean to tell me my bad. Oh. I thought y'all. That's it. I'm still a little under the weather. The point I'm trying to make. 3 consecutive 7-10 seasons. Not one motherfucking rookie did none today. Not one play. Not one rookie played today. Not one. We drafted 8th in the draft. Not one played. How? How does that happen? Terry Funnell, how does that? Terry, Raheem Morris, how does that happen? You just went 7-10. You mean to tell me not one rookie saw the field today? Not one? Not one rookie saw the field. Not one. On a 7-10 team. Not one rookie played. Okay, Penix, we get it. Quarterback. You don't expect him to play. But you mean to tell me the guy you drafted in the 2nd round don't see the field? Even Penix, hell, when you lose, I'm going to start questioning that fucking draft pick. And I like the Penix pick. But not one rookie played. Telling y'all, you let Kirk keep playing bad, Falcons keep losing. Terry Fontenot, he won't survive all 17 regular season games. They will give him his walking papers. You picking in the top 8 in the draft. Your 1st round pick don't play. 2nd round pick don't play. I know one of them got hurt, granted, but still, don't nobody play. None of your rookies played, and you lost. Then you don't play the starters in the preseason. This team looked like they needed the damn preseason today. Today looked like their preseason game for the starters, especially on offense. I don't know, Raheem. When you bring in a brand new offensive coordinator, a brand new franchise quarterback, bro, you might need to start playing these cats in the preseason. I get it. You say you want to mitigate injuries. Okay, cool. But them boys look like they needed a lot of preseason today. I see some college football shit today. You send a tight end in motion, the ball, you snap the ball and that hit him. Not enough snaps. That's an example. Okay, we ain't got enough snaps together. Turnover. You mean to tell me a pro team can't send a fucking tight end in motion without fumbling, without snapping the ball and hitting him? That's a team that wasn't prepared. A team that wasn't prepared, man. A team that wasn't prepared. No rookies playing. Turnovers you shouldn't even have in the NFL, bro. You can't even get a snap off. You got the snap hitting the man in motion, and then none of your starters played. I see Pat Mahomes play every damn preseason. If anybody don't need to play in preseason, it should be Pat. Hell, Pat play every preseason. Tom Brady played their preseason. Who are we as the Falcons? We so good, we so proven. We ain't gotta play the preseason. And then every year after game one, us people who make videos have the same content. Well, do you think we should play the starters in the preseason? Yeah, you should. Just piss poor, man. But shout out to the defense, man. Defense, y'all play more than well enough to win. You know what I mean? Yeah, they got the best of us on third down, but shoot, y'all only surrendered 18 points. Them all on field goals. That dog that went hunt offense that we had out there today. That dog that wouldn't hunt offense that we put out today didn't do nothing to help us out. Left us out there to dry. So I can't be mad at the defense, man. You know, as bad as I hear people say again, AJ Terrell played. Justin Fields only had like 155 yards passing. They didn't have not one receiver have over 150 yards. Over 100 receiving yards. So the defense played damn good. Definitely played good enough to win. Go to TV says Saints going to be a hard game for. Probably will, man. Let's this team make a total of 360, 180, whatever the right dimension there is. It's going to be a lot of hard games for this team. The way this offense looks today. Bro. I'm talking about Kirk Cousins, like, dog. Like, and Kirk, have I got on Kirk yet? Kirk, bro, come here, let me talk to you, Kirk. That was one of the worst debuts for a Falcons quarterback that I can recall in a long time, bro. I don't recall Ritter being that bad in his debut game last year, Kirk. I'm gonna be straight up, dog. Marcus Mariota, his debut game. Now he had a fumble that hurt us, but Marcus Mariota, he played pretty good his debut game, bro. Well, Matt Ryan threw a touchdown. That's one of the worst I've seen in a minute, dog. And speaking of Matt Ryan, I'm gonna tell you what I was saw. I'm be honest with you, Kurt. I ain't gonna BS you, bro. Straight up, Kurt. What I saw when I seen you playing today, I got flashbacks of 2021, 2022, Matt. A quarterback who was once good, very good, and a game of passing by. In the pocket, slow, can't move, bad reads, nervous, scared. That's what I seen from you, Kurt. I seen fear, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I seen fear. Got to a point where you were just closing your eyes, throwing the ball. Oh, I hope Mooney out there somewhere. Ritter out there. I mean, not Ritter, but Kyle Pitts out there somewhere. Drake London out there somewhere. That last interception, dog. What were you doing? Okay, it was a covered sack. Just take the sack, dog. Take the sack. Hell, if you don't want to take the sack, you scared that you might get hurt, throw the ball on the sideline and take the penalty then. It's still better than the alternative of the interception. At worst, take the penalty and loss it down. Still better than the interception, bro. I seen one good series from Kirk Cousins today. That man looked terrible, bro. That man. Like I say, man, y'all had all that money in the offseason for no Raheem Morris. This is what y'all bought. This is what y'all bought us. Now, I was one of the ones campaigning like, oh man, that's a great contract for Kirk. Well, woo-hoo. But every time a quarterback, y'all know this, every time a quarterback signed a new deal, like, yeah, boy, that Kirk Cousins not a 9th highest paid. Kirk Cousins not a 10th highest paid. He's not 11th highest paid. I think Dak signed a new deal today. So like, boy, Kirk even falling further down the list. But that was a great contract for the Falcons, boy. And there was a lot of people like, man, y'all just, or why are we spending all this money on a washed up quarterback who's in his going to his late 30s? Todd, you stupid. Hopefully them people don't end up being right. Kurt, if you washed up, I'm gonna have to come on and get in front of this camera, turn his mic on and eat crow. And tell them people like, bro, y'all were right, bro. Y'all were right on this one. Dude washed up. We should have never signed him, bro. We should have never signed him. All them other quarterbacks y'all saying that we should have got and saved that money, y'all were right. Y'all were right. Y'all told me. Y'all told me all off season. Like, nah, bro, we shouldn't sign dude. We shouldn't sign dude. So hopefully I don't have to come on here and make that statement. But if today was any indication of the play, the level of play we're going to get from Kirk Cousins, oh, my Lord. Jesus. My Lord. They said the Steelers are a joke and the Falcons are losing. I think you said to them at their worst. And that was the thing too, bro. Like, this ain't the typical Steelers team. The Steelers kind of going through like a soft rebuild. You know, the Steelers are so prestigious that you typically don't see them go through like a hard reset or hard rebuild. It's kind of like a soft rebuild for the Steelers. Both of their quarterbacks are on 1-year contracts. So it's like a soft rebuild. Like, this is a game you should have beat Pittsburgh by at minimum 10 points. This should have been a calling card game for the Falcons to let people know we back. That's what today was supposed to be in Atlanta. Okay, we back. We are back. NFL, y'all didn't make a mistake by giving us 4 primetime games. 4 nationally televised games. We back. Now I just look like the same old Falcons. It look like the same old Falcons. Embarrassing. Straight embarrassing. They used to try to win if ever in our lifetime with Falcons to be taken seriously. I was hoping it would start today, Dave. I really was, man. Like, I didn't expect to see this coming, Dave. I was so confident we were going to win, man. I was super confident. I mean, couldn't nobody tell me today would have ended like it did today. I'm thinking at minimum, we're going to put up at minimum 24 points. Boy, we look terrible. My dog A1 Film in the building. What's going on, Tip? Y'all make sure to check out A1 Film also on YouTube as well. Excellent Falcons content creator. I was actually watching him, Smitty, and the rest of the panel before I came up tonight. Always delivering some great content. And he actually had a, pun intended here, but he actually had a bird's eye view of the action today, as he was lucky enough to be on the sideline. So if you're not already subscribed to his YouTube channel, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go ahead and shoot him a subscription because he always drops consistently great content. He says we should have won this game. Turnovers and coaching decisions hurt us bad, man. And one, like I said, this should have been our I'm back game. I'm back. Like when T.I. got out of jail, he dropped that song called I'm Back. Let everybody know he back in the rap game. This should have been our I'm back game. Instead, it ended up being same old foul. Same old foul. All them people who went out there and bought them tickets, sold out the bins, had to do the walk of shame out the building. Same old foul. Same old foul. Something never changed. They're going to be the same old foul. John Higgins third in the building. What's up, John? How you doing? Let's talk what it do. Good to see you, bro. Raheem Morris blew smoke up my ass. It do seem that way, bro. I hate to admit that. Offensive line can't pass, block Kirk Cousins. He is not healthy. Kirk looks like Desmond Ritter 2.0. I'm about to ring the bell for that because I agree. I absolutely agree. Man, bro, there were games Ritter didn't even play that bad last year. You know, I'm like, Kirk, if you gonna play like that, bro, we could have just kept Ritter and then spent our $100 million guarantee somewhere else. Like, dog, come on. He definitely look like Ritter 2.0 today. For sure. Demetrius in the business was good. Ty, it was good. Demetrius, how you doing today, bro? Appreciate you coming through. William Amy in the building. What's up, William? How you doing? John says he's paranoid. I think he's talking about Kirk Cousins. As far as Kirk goes as being paranoid, I'm gonna say this. You know, and I know some people may understand what I'm about to say, and some people may totally disagree. Either one is fine. Do I think Kirk is still physically injured? No, I don't. Physically, I don't think he's still injured. Physically, I don't think he's still injured physically. The reason I say that is because, as y'all know, man, the NFL is a multi-billion-dollar business, man. They got some of the best doctors money can buy. You know, they got the same kind of, probably the same caliber of doctors as like president. You know, some of the best that money can buy, man. All these NFL teams are worth enormous amounts of money. You know, so in regards of getting the best doctors, the best personnel, that's easy for an NFL team. You know, and I'm certain that Kurt went through a lot of medical protocols to get cleared to play, especially being the fact that the Falcons invested so much money into him with his contract. With all the medical personnel and technology at their disposal, and the fact that you do got Michael Penix there also, I think the Falcons went through everything properly with medically sit Kirk Cousins through a lot of tests, rehab tests, to say, okay, Achilles is healed. Now, is he 100%? No, he's not 100%. I'm gonna tell you why he's not 100%. Because he no longer has his natural Achilles the way it was when he was born. Not trying to get too off topic or too deep, but when you tear a tendon or a ligament in your body, it's never gonna be the same as what it was when God gave you, or whatever higher power you believe in. It's never gonna be as good as that one. It can be repaired, but it's never gonna be like that one that you were born with, if that makes any sense. So is he 100%? Probably not. But I do think physically he's healthy. Now, mentally, probably not healthy. And I think it's safe to say he's probably not healthy mentally as far as coming back from his injury. Because when you have these season-ending injuries, there's two rehabs that you got to go through: physical rehab and the mental rehab. The mental rehab typically always comes last after the physical rehab. Now you got to mentally trust that Achilles now. Or if you tear your ACL or your MCL, now when you get it repaired, they go in there, they cut you open, they do your surgery, you 6-8 months of rehab, and you go through all your tests, you know, your flexibility test, your strength test. They put you on the machine. You ready? You still gotta get there mentally. So I think mentally, Kurt's not healthy because that normally comes last. Mentally being that does he trust that Achilles yet? Because in the back of his mind, I'm sure he remembers the pain when that Achilles tendon tore or ripped. That's in the back of his head. Like, oh man, I don't want to go through that again. So let me be a little more and he's probably not even doing this consciously. But subconsciously, he probably is a little more tentative when he plants on his throwing foot, or he tries to cut. So you got to regain the trust of that tendon, of that Achilles again. So physically, do I feel like he's healthy? Yeah, I do. Falcons ain't got no Super Bowl, but I'm sure they got some of the best doctors money can buy. And trainers. I don't think they're finna sit there and invest that kind of money. And they ain't got some type of assurance that he is ready to go physically. Mentally, totally different story. Totally different story. A1 Ferguson didn't want to take the sack. Take the sack. You're right. Just take the sack. It's better than what really happened out there. Go ahead and take that sack, man. Will I Am says he reminds me of Chris Miller. Shout out to Chris Miller. I ain't heard that name in a while. True Falcons fans know interception, Chris. Chris Miller had pretty much only one real good season with Atlanta. 1991. He went to the Pro Bowl that year. The Falcons went to the playoffs that year. And he played so well in the eyes of the coaching staff that they built up enough confidence to trade a guy by the name of Brett Favre. We all know how that played itself out. We all know the end of that story. Got our boy Larry in the building. Shout out to Larry at the Dixon Way. What's up, bro? Y'all make sure to check out Larry at the Dixon Way for some of the best in-game commentary that you're going to possibly find. And they cover all sports. So if you're not already subscribed to their channel, make sure to show them a bunch of love. So what's up, Ty? The preseason game 4 was today, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right. Kirk is not healthy. He couldn't play under center today, thus making him a target. And McGarry is a turnstile that TJ Watt was running past. Watt had a fantastic game today. And I spoke on McGarry earlier today. I'm not as critical of McGarry because I really feel like TJ Watt just do that to everybody, man. TJ Watt is a generational talent in the NFL. And 95% of the tackles that line up against TJ Watt is going to get exactly what McGarry got today. So, personally, I think it's tough to come to a hypothesis on McGarry based on playing against TJ Watt. So we'll see how Caleb finishes the year. But you line up against TJ Watt, man. Most people, he's going to do that too. That's how it's going to go. Miller says, but Toddy, that's the number one way to get hurt, playing not to get hurt. You're right. I do agree with you on that. You are absolutely right. That's the number one way to get hurt, playing not to get hurt. This is why I keep saying consciously and subconsciously. I think it's a subconscious thing going on. It's just like going back to we was little babies. You put your hand on that stove, hot. You don't need to feel that heat but one time to know hot. I'm not gonna do that no more. And that's subconscious. That's gonna stick for you for life. Stove, hot. And I think that's kind of mentally where Kurt is at. I think purposely he wants to operate like there's nothing wrong. But subconsciously, back in his mind, Achilles, injury, hurt like hell. We don't want to go through that pain again. Hurt. 6 to 8 months of rehab. Strenuous rehab. So I think it's more of a subconscious thing. Especially when you're dealing with those big injuries. All right, y'all. So what I'm gonna do? I'm about to go ahead and wind down because I've been on here a good while, and then I want to watch the 8 o'clock game. But I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna probably stay on here maybe about 10, 15 minutes. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If anybody want to come in here and just sound off or give us your opinion or tell me that I'm crazy, whatever you want to do, feel free to click that link. I'll bring you on. Like I said, we'll just ride out the last 10, 15 minutes doing it this way. So if anybody want to come up, just click that link. I'll bring you up. And just let us know what you think about the game. If you want to sign off, you're free to sign off. Or, like I said, if you want to tell me I'm crazy, you're free to tell me I'm crazy as well. But if you want to come up, just click that link. We got Triggs 9802. What's up, Triggs? Says, what's up? Just got on, but I remember you said it was good to draft Kirk. It was good to draft Kirk. Do you still think that? I think you mean good to sign Kirk. I actually just spoke on that too, maybe about 15 minutes ago. I said, based on today, I may have to eat crow, Triggs. If Kirk don't play better, I may have to come on here and eat crow and say, look, y'all, I said that was a good signing, but it wasn't a good signing. He washed up. We wasted our money. We could have spent our resources elsewhere. I'm not going to jump off the building after just one game, but I'm going to stick to my I was gonna say the G word, but you two got some straight. I'm gonna stick to my stance and say it was a good signing. But trust me, Triggs, after 6 or 7 games, if it's apparent to me that Kurt is washed up, I will come on here and say it, bro. One thing about me, like if I'm wrong and I made a wrong prediction, I'll come on here and I say, like, oh, I was wrong about that one, bro. Ooh, I was wrong about that one. Just like I was wrong about Jalen Mayfield. I thought Jalen Mayfield was going to come back from injury and play some pretty good football. He got worse. Trash. Straight, utter garbage trash. But let's bring Coach in the building, man. Coach, how you doing tonight, bro?
What's up, brother?
Hey, I'm chilling, man. Can't call. How you doing?
Not too good. I looked at this game totally different than everybody else, and I apologize if there's an echo. I just moved, and I've yet to get all my stuff in here because I'm too old to be moving it myself. So I got movers. So it may be an echo because it's none in my crib.
No, you good, right?
Um, but I looked at this game totally different than everybody else. To me, it was a complete coaching breakdown failure. Um, First things first, you have a quarterback who is a veteran quarterback who is one of the number one to take snaps under center. You move him out of center, put him in a shotgun pistol, whatever you want to call it, all game. So what happened was before half, if y'all noticed, we was doing a little something. They go back halftime. They like, okay, TJ, they gonna keep him back there in that shotgun. Go ahead and eat, bruh. Because TJ ain't got to worry about no play actions. He ain't got to worry about no tall sweeps to his side where they just run right around him. He knows he doesn't have to worry about that. So for me, it was the lack of adjustments is a complete and utter. For me, it's completely and utterly on the coaches. Like I don't prescribe to giving Kirk. I mean, did he throw that last interception? Yeah, it was bad. But I look at it like
I blame the coaching
at that
I don't
moment,
mind his bars.
at that moment, he was on some Brett Favre stuff. Like he trying to make anything happen. You know what I'm saying? So that one, it was on him, but I understand why he did it. Like the man had no time to do anything. I mean, they literally that offensive line literally pinned their ears back and came in the backfield every single play in the second half, and that is utterly on a coach. You don't make one single adjustment in the whole second half like that. That's just mind-boggling to me. Utterly mind-boggling. So I don't know if the coaches don't get it together, it's going to be a long season. Because even if for those who keep talking about Kirk Cousins, this, that, and the third, okay, put Michael Penix back there. Would nothing have changed at all because he still would not have had time. That man had literally 1 to 2 seconds after snapping the ball before J.J. Watt was in his face or somebody else was in his face. It was just crazy.
Man, I agree with you too, man. First of all, I'm holding Raheem Morris accountable. Huge disappointment. Didn't
Yeah,
make any adjustments. Didn't put a tight end to help Caleb McGrady. You seen that T.J. Watt was getting frustrated when he was getting the fumble, they were going his way, and they called it back on Jordan Pickens because AJ Terrell was getting eat up. They didn't put a safety top with Jordan Pickens because Jordan Pickens made adjustments. They went. It was too many. Then I feel like they should have used Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts wasn't even doing nothing. He wasn't even blocking, wasn't helping Caleb McGrady right tackle side because they was coming right to him. So it was
yeah.
disappointing,
But
man.
see what you do to slow that down as a football coach. What I would have told TJ to eat because what you do to slow edge rusher like TJ down is you put
Run
Kirk
to the
Cousins
side.
under center and you
Mm-hmm.
run some play actions
Have safety
or you
talk.
run some sweeps that go around him because then he has to stay honest. He can't just come flying in
Yep.
because you're gonna run right past him. You know what I'm saying? When you
Mm-hmm.
don't do that, when you just put Kirk back there as a in a shotgun, just giving that man a license to go eat. Like I don't understand. And even the commentators on TV were like, what are they doing? Like, why are they just keeping him in a shotgun? Like, no one understood what was
So
going on today. And I
we
don't think
couldn't
no amount of preseason, no amount of nothing would have changed the situation that happened today.
we
I
couldn't
agree.
put Kirk on the shotgun because Kirk ankle is not fully there yet. If you look at it, if you sit there and if you go back and look at the film and watch his throw, he's throwing all upper body. He's not planting
You
the ground.
can't really tell because he had no time. He had no issues throwing the ball the first half. It
You
was the
sit there and
second
look
half when
at
they let TJ
it.
Watt go. When they let TJ Watt go, it was a wrap.
When you sit there and look at it, you can sit there and look and see verbatim that he's throwing all upper body. He's not planting and driving the ball. That's why we didn't put him on the center. We put him in pistol. He get the ball and get the ball out quick. It just so happened what they should have did was they should have kept Charlie Warner on the field. Ray McLeod should have went to the bench and Kyle Pitts should have played in the slot. And let Warner sit there and they just double team TJ and take TJ out of the game. They didn't do that. That's where the issue's at. And
No.
That's coaching.
that's on Zach. That's on Raheem.
Yes.
Like it it does not make sense if you sit there seeing that he's literally teeing off now. He's not even going to his bag. He just teeing off. He's just going straight off field. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm not gonna let one person sit there and wreck my whole game. I would take you out of the game before I get into my bag itself. Warner should have been on the field every play. Every play. Why? That's the whole reason why we brought him in to block. And he's not blocking. He's not out on the field blocking, and he's still trying to keep Kyle Pitts in line to block, and he's sitting there tripping it up.
I'm tired of Kyle Pitts. He got like a diva.
Pitt,
I'm tired of
Pitt,
him, man.
Pitt,
I really
Pitts
am.
ain't no
And that,
blocker, man. And you can't.
Pitts is not a
Man,
blocker, Doug. You just
I know
can't do
that, but
that
I'm
with
just
him.
saying though. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
Hey,
when you have the all great tight ends, you got the
he's
block
not a
sometimes
blocker.
with the right tackle side,
so
and
many
sometimes
folks
but
keep
you
see,
need
but
the
saying
route
he
runner.
a
he
wide receiver, then put him on the outside. Don't even put him in there to block.
that's what I'm
Dude can't
saying.
do it.
A blocker. You can sit there and see it when he was in line to try to chip PJ.
TJ Watt.
Barely getting his hands on him. He's more concerned about getting into his route than actually
Mm-hmm.
doing his job. He's sitting there, and the worst thing about it, if you go back and look at the play, there's a lot of times where he sat there and pushed TJ around McGurk. And you know McGurk can't get into a pass that fastly in the first place. You push him
In a few
around him
seconds.
instead of pushing him into him. And then he can lock up body to body with TJ. It was the shit show.
But you got
That's why he
but
need to go flat and keep Warner. When we play a top end edge rusher, Warner needs to be on the field. Point blank period. There's no getting around it. Because otherwise, our offense is going to look very Ritter-esque once again. And if that's the case, and with all this money and the moves that we made, somebody's getting fired soon.
Hey,
It doesn't take long.
I'm tired of Kim Grady. Ridiculous.
And see, that's the thing is too. If you're gonna do that with Warner, if you want to go max protect, why you want to put Algiers in there to block from time to time? I don't understand that. I ain't
Right.
understand that at all. Then when you move Kyle Pitts over to that side, you know Kyle Pitts ain't no blocker. So why would you try to chip off on there and try to do a little screen out of that? That was another thing I agree with Title with. They killed me with these damn screens today. I'm like,
You're
a
not playing
screen
the
on the
defense.
goal line? What the hell is that? I
That's
know
a simple
TJ Watt
way.
getting his shit off, but why you running so many damn screens? Put Tyler Algiers in there and let him rumble. Because when you put him in now, he averaged 7 yards a carry.
They don't know how to
I
use
don't understand it.
game situations, man. Game
Why
situations.
does
Why
Bijan
are we
always run
having
to the
the same
crowd instead of
conversations?
around
Why
the
are we having
crowd?
the same conversations that we had with Arthur Smith about not utilizing Tyler Algiers in the proper way? Um, are we getting too enamored? We talked about this before. Sorry about that, for interrupting. Appreciate you having me on, Tidy. Let me on your platform as always. Appreciate talking football with you, gentlemen.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
but again, I agree with Coach because the game plan basically put Kirk Cousins out there with a bullseye right on his forehead. You know,
Yep.
TJ Watt was out further than a linebacker would be. He was spread out because he knew Caleb McGarry couldn't get out there. Really, and when you have Pitts who is unable to block, okay, he doesn't block. Okay, he blocks like a 190-pound wide receiver. And he's 240 pounds and 6'5". Uh, I would agree with you that it's on the coach, but I also really think that Kirk is not healthy yet. You don't run play action off of any of his actions off those run plays
You gotta
because
test them the
he
whole
can't
time.
laterally he can't move. He literally can't go side to side. He couldn't even step up in the pocket to allow McGarry, who's trying to, push him to the outside. He couldn't even step up in the pocket, but he could step in the pocket because Dalman was getting whooped too. So
Yeah, I was
yeah,
about to say it wasn't no
he was
pocket.
getting
Like they were
yeah
getting
yeah.
smashed.
So
Pressure
here's
was
the thing:
coming.
when you play him in strictly like 99% pistol this entire game and never put him on the center, you have no
Chance.
opportunity to do the simple plays like what Justin Fields did: pro waggle, fake the handoff, roll out, hit the tight end, who's going to be wide open. We never had that opportunity, man. We just let Pittsburgh. They got a lead, and they pinned their ears back and hunt, and we couldn't do anything about it. The last interception was basically Kirk Cousins trying to follow through and couldn't get nothing on it because T.J. Watt hit him underneath the armpit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, that was preseason game number 4. It was the offense looked really rusty. Shout out to the defense. And like I said on Smitty and them show, Nate Lemon better not ever be the backup again, bro. Like I'm tired of the Troy Anderson experiment, bro. He ain't it. Okay. Try to put him on the edge like we've been talking about the whole all season. The move
Outside
that
running.
Nate Lemon did to stop that 4th down gotta hey, if that's not on the top plays just because we lost, then shame on the NFL. But that's probably the best defensive play you probably gonna see this season. But it came in a loss because the defense played well.
Stop outside
Uh,
of AJ Terrell.
I'm not gonna
Sorry.
overreact on this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Kirk Cousins is not healthy, and they're gonna have to devise some kind of schemes and stuff like that. More reasons why they didn't have training camp, but they didn't want us seeing him just sitting back in the pocket the whole time, not doing anything but in the shotgun. Okay. Uh, when I go back and think about it, yeah, he was in the shotgun at training camp when they went out there. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, man. Number
I
one,
mean,
we're going to see what this coaching staff can do for adjustment. Because I'm gonna be honest, I know a lot of people saying, "Well, throw Penix out there." I'm not throwing Penix out there. I understand what you said, Tidy, that
Hell no.
TJ Watt is going to make a lot of people look like that, but we've seen McGarry look like that in pass coverage
a
against
lot.
people that's not of his ilk, and that's all I'm saying. Like, and if I got Michael Penix, I'm not putting him out there with Caleb McGarry as my right guard because this is blindside. If we were worried about Michael Penix's health, the easiest way for Terry Fontenot to lose his job is to give Kirk Cousins 180 million, 100 guaranteed, when he was never going to be fully ready for this season. To play him because to justify why you got the money, and then let Caleb McGarry get Michael Penix hurt for the rest of the season. That's the quickest way for you to lose your job because you don't have a contract after this season. The only person that is not safe on this in this organization is Terry Fontenot. That's why he pushed all the chips in, guys. That's why he pushed all the chips in. Thank goodness he got Judon and Justice Smith. Justice Smith had a great breakup on a third down. Excellent technique. Reached through, did not pass interfere. And then Judon got a crucial sack. Well, I thought it was a half sack because I thought Grady came over and cleaned it up.
Yeah, finishing.
But
I
they
think
gave
when
him
he
a
was
full
trying to get
sack.
the
So
sack.
Grady and Judon had a sack
Yeah,
today. So defense played excellent. If they
I
can just
thought he
give
did
up field
well.
goals, the offense got to play better, man. That was preseason. But also, I I personally don't think that he's healthy because we didn't see him under center. He can't get back to a 3-step, a 5-step, a 7-step drop
And he was
from the
on the
center.
ball too
He
long.
can't do it. He don't have the mobility.
He wasn't
If
even.
I would have saw him like going
1, 2,
from,
3. Let the
if I
ball
would have
roll.
saw him taking the ball from under center and doing a pro waggle, you know what I'm saying? Fake the handoff, roll out to the left or right. Then I would say, okay, maybe he got his mobility back. I don't think he got full mobility. I think he has enough mobility to actually pass the play. And if you put Penix in there, he ain't never getting his job back. And it really would be wasting money. But again, we'll see game number one. I'm looking forward to see what our Zach Robinson, another genius, man. I'm tired of hearing about geniuses, man. I need to see results.
Because
So,
they damn sure don't look like geniuses when they come here.
yeah, coach. So
But he
this
can't.
is
But
my
my
thing.
thing is,
I
why
need
he
to
ain't cut y'all
see.
off?
I definitely need to see what our adjustment's going to be from week 1 to week 2. We're going to Philly, and it's going to be a different dog now because we got Carter in the middle.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry, they're going to have to double team him. So we're going to see, man. And Saquon Barkley is way better than Najee Harris. So we're going to
Yeah,
see. We're going to see.
he a tough,
Yeah,
tougher runner.
very true.
Yeah.
Take
We're
all
going to
the
see.
Who the
letters.
hell was that?
That's my man Jeff. What's been going on, Jeff?
what's going on,
Oh,
Jim?
what's up, Jeff?
What up?
Not
What's
much,
happening?
Jeff. Jeff, go ahead and tell us your thoughts on the game from what you saw from your vantage point.
Well, defense looked great. I mean, all about the offense can say. Offense looked preseason. I'm not wanting to put Penix in. O line is not looking good. Defense looks fine. Um, we go to a pretty good defense and offensive team on Monday night at Philly. Um, just like what he said, Saquon is better than Harris, so we better get it figured out with our run defense because they did not stop him. And I mean, our defense only allowed them to few touchdowns and stuff, but our offense could not handle their D line. So I
I
wouldn't
think
put
Well, on. No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
I
little
wouldn't
man.
put Penix in. Uh, Mobility is a thing now, just since Kirk Cousins can't really run the football, and you have one of the best running backs in the whole league, and you're not using him as much. Which I don't know what they were doing. The offense was doing their own thing. Defense was doing what they were supposed to be doing versus that Steelers offense. But that offense from the Falcons was not pleasing today.
That's why I
Might as
said
well.
Jack Ross
Very
should
well
figure
said.
out
Sound
figure
good,
a
buddy.
pass off.
Sound good.
Hey, Justin, you know what you be talking about, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
know.
You know what
Great
he's talking
analysis.
about. All right, so
I don't know if was that question directed towards the panel or someone in the chat, Tidy.
I think that was
which
in the
question?
chat.
Oh, it was in the chat. Okay, because I know when I was talking
Performance
about Terry, I was just basically saying he went all in. I didn't say the game was on him. You know what I'm saying?
Had nothing to do with
Um,
Terry.
yeah, I didn't say the game was on him.
I
It
don't see
definitely was
nobody's
on the
hot seat
players and
right
coaches.
now.
What's up, Sid?
Well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen. With that said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on to watch the other game that came on. Before we get out of here, you know, everybody who want to promote your channel, whatever you got going on social media, go around the panel and let everybody know they can find you.
Go ahead, John.
Jeff, you want to shout out your YouTube channel so people can subscribe to you?
Subscribe to Peak NFL down in the comments. Yeah.
Oh man, Jeff. Good to see you, Jeff. How's school going, brother?
Doing pretty good.
That's good, man. Good to hear that. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, you're welcome. Appreciate you coming up.
Yep.
Right. Red and
Good job,
Winston, y'all want to shout out y'all YouTube?
Yeah.
Man.
Red and Real Sports Show. YouTube, Facebook, 11 a.m. Saturday mornings. I test Wednesdays, Waffle House Fridays, or whenever tight is on, and y'all know how we do. But I'll be ready for the Philly game. Things gonna be a little different. Just gotta make a few adjustments. It's a little rusty, but I try and be a
That's a
little
must win.
positive, not the usual red
Offense
way.
looking like preseason.
That's a
Yeah,
must
yeah.
win.
This is basically Kirk Cousins preseason game. Dude hadn't played in over a year, and this was the first time everybody had played together. So
Yeah.
it better look different week 2 or 3. We know that. My word's gonna be a little different. Jeff, you're gonna have to close your ears when you hear what I say after week 2 or 3, Jeff.
Yeah. But yeah,
because
man.
we have Philly and then KC.
Kansas City,
KC.
yep, and
Yeah,
Saints.
we're not gonna be too positive if we lose
Yeah.
them two.
So this whole
We're
From
gonna-
how we played today, we're not beating any of those
I'm gonna
teams.
have to send you the PG version of my rant. Yeah, if we lose those 2 games.
But nah, man, you can check me out on Instagram, BillWill21 _ and Facebook, William Amy. And that's my Facebook and Instagram. So I don't be really making my sports analysis picks, but like I said, man, it's gonna be a hard fought game in Philly. Hopefully we win 28 to 24 against Philly. But we need this win to get back on track versus Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So I'm out, fellas, man. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too, bro. Appreciate you coming through.
Yes,
Winston,
sir.
you want to shout out your YouTube?
Yeah, man. You can catch me on Facebook, Winston Thornton. Facebook, DI test, group and page. Catch me
Sit
in
up there.
Atlanta Wednesday night. Catch me and John Hurst, the eye test at 10 p.m. We're gonna talk Atlanta Falcons football. Probably talk some Braves and some of everything else. Ain't no telling where the conversation gonna go, but you gonna have fun.
All right, John. Well, all right, Coach.
And I appreciate that for letting me get on here with you.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Need to get it out of my check. Brad, the eye test is on YouTube and Facebook.
I'm gonna make sure to be there Wednesday because I'm gonna have the school y'all boys on something.
All right. Hey, but look, I got to get by here. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Appreciate you coming through. Larry, you still there? All right. I think Larry gone. So, Coach, we're gonna go ahead and check out, man. I may come on tomorrow. You know, depending on how my day play out. If not, I'll probably see y'all Wednesday on the eye test or whenever we reconvene. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody on the panel. Y'all have a blessed one. Let's rebound, Falcons. We out. Peace.